This is Morning Motivation for Educators on the Bee Podcast Network. Learn about all the shows at beepodcastnetwork.com. You'll hear from a variety of formal and informal educators who help put this podcast together. If you'd like to contribute your voice to this show, please go to morningmotivationedu.com to apply.
Welcome to Morning Motivation for Educators. I'm Danielle Neufer, a former teacher who knows firsthand how exhausting and overwhelming this work can be. After over 20 years in the classroom and 2 bouts of my own teacher burnout, I found tools to help teachers not just survive, but thrive. Teaching Well was created to help educators like you manage stress, find balance, and connect with the passion that brought you to teaching. This podcast is your space to breathe, reflect, and take those small steps toward feeling more grounded and fulfilled. Your well-being is crucial to your school success, and I'm here to support you. I realized something recently, something I think a lot of us have been getting wrong. For a long time, I thought the answer to feeling better, doing better, or managing the constant stress of teaching was to add more. More strategies, more systems, more tools, all to help us cope. But lately, as I've been working with more and more educators, I'm seeing things a lot differently. When I spend time in schools and talk with teachers, like really talk with them, I can feel the exhaustion underneath all the effort, the desire to show up, to do good work, to care deeply, even when the tank feels empty. And what I keep noticing is this: we don't need more. What we need is space. Not space that's filled with training or tips or expectations, but space that lets us breathe. A quiet moment in a busy day, a few minutes to just sit or draw or move or sip a beverage without checking email. A space that allows us to see our coworkers not for what they're doing, but just who they are. That kind of space can feel impossible, even indulgent, in a profession that demands so much. But what if we stopped seeing it as an indulgence and started seeing it as absolutely integral and maintenance at the very least? What if the pause isn't what takes us away from the work, but what allows us to keep doing the work well? The good news is you don't have to wait for someone to schedule that space for you. You can create it yourself. It might look like a few deep breaths before students arrive, or a playlist that calms your nervous system down as you tidy your room, or a moment at your desk, eyes closed, reminding yourself that you're human first and a teacher second. You deserve some of this space in your day. A small, sacred pause that's just for you. You don't have to earn it. You don't have to do something good to get it. You just have to let yourself take it. And maybe like me, you'll realize that you haven't been doing it wrong. You just haven't been doing too much. Sometimes the best thing you can give yourself isn't more. Sometimes the best thing you can give yourself is less. And in that less, there's room to finally breathe again. So take 1 or 2 things that you think you can do to help yourself do a little bit less, and do them this week. It's about giving yourself permission to pause just for a moment and remember that you're worth that space. Thanks for joining me today. If you're ready to dive deeper into the school year with intention, join me in Meet the Mess with Mindfulness. You can find links for this training and other ways we can work together in the show notes. Remember, caring for yourself is the best way you can care for your students.
Thanks for listening. And whatever role you have in education, we have a podcast for you at beepodcastnetwork.com. Who among your friends and colleagues needs to hear this message today? Please share it with them right now.